a wow experience for your brand is about going beyond customers' expectations and into their often unrecognized emotional needs to create an experience. These experiences build connection and turn into stories which are spread by word of mouth. Fundamentally, business strives to not only acquire customers, but retain existing customers who will become loyal brand ambassadors. The three speakers, Client Success Manager Chukwudi Nwokike of Netcore Solutions Limited, Customer and Community Engagement Manager Oluwatayo Alofun of Interswitch Group, and Marketing Manager Kevin Olumese of DealDey will introduce you to how to build a loved brand and create wow experiences that will turn your customers into your brand ambassadors. In today's webinar, you will learn the following: consumer behavior during Black Friday, how brands are Black Friday, banks and financial, the brands or the institutions to be talked about are banks and financial institutions, e-commerce and retail, SaaS providers, and everyone else. Also, you will learn how to position your organization for Black Friday success, the need for marketing automation, the experiences and thoughts on Black Friday marketing. Kindly use the chat window if you have questions during the course of the webinar. Your questions will be answered at the end of the lesson. I will now hand over to the speakers. Over to you, Chukwudi, Oluwatayo, and Kevin. So Chukwudi, you can start now.
Thank you very much, Comfort. So I'd like to welcome everybody to this webinar. Once again, my name is Chukwudi Nwokike. So before we start talking about Black Friday, we need to understand what makes Black Friday so special and how consumers are behaving during that period. So if we understand how consumers behave during Black Friday, we will know the marketing strategies to use to reach them accordingly. So what is the hype about Black Friday? So I saw a news report on Guardian on the 5th of December 2017, and imagine these stats. On Black Friday in 2017, Jumia had 14.4 million website visitors with 320,000 orders, and 86,000 of those orders were smartphones. That is a very interesting statistic and is a very big sale for that period. So for those of us who are thinking that Black Friday is maybe just for like the Western countries, United States, Europe, Canada, it seems that Nigeria is starting to catch on. So I guess brands should take advantage of this to actually make sales during that period. So based on my research, how are consumers behaving on Friday? Well, first of all, there's a lot of impulsive buying going on. And impulsive buying is as a result of so many deals going on, the need to actually get a good deal. And that means that your customers or your prospects, should I say, will be looking for new vendors. And in their search for new vendors, there's going to be a lot of research. Most research is going to be done on their mobile phones. And what that means is that you need to catch their attention. You need to catch their attention, and while they are doing the research, your brand is made known to them. They love the steep discounts. So discounts like 70% off, 75% off are quite attractive. And if they know it's a once in a year promotion, it actually creates that rush. And of course, you might have a good deal, but you have a lot of competition. So you have to make your shopping convenient for your consumers. So you have to actually prepare for the flood of requests and orders that happen during that period to maintain your customer base. So who is participating in Black Friday? I'm sure we all know that e-commerce stores and retail shops like the eBays, the Amazon, even Park and Shop over here in Lagos. So these guys are participating in Black Friday. But there are other brands that are participating as well. So if you look at the banking, finance, and securities companies, they are promoting the use of their channels for shopping, like use an ATM card in a Park and Shop and get this kind of discount. So that is like a code brand. Even money lending companies in North America actually give credit breaks to new prospects during Black Friday. And of course, they make like charity donations, like saying that if you use their channels for purchases, an X amount of money will be donated to charity, offering cashbacks, discounts on subscription of services and products. And of course, the e-commerce and retail, they are doing clearance, blowout sales, lowest prices in the year. You get aggressive marketing campaigns with a lot of banners, ads, flyers. The stores are even working longer hours, and the delivery time is even quicker. So these are some ways that brands are using to attract customers in these two verticals on Black Friday. For software as a service providers, they are actually giving discounts on long-term subscription, discounted tools, lifetime access to value-added services like a kind of university or a training platform. And of course, everyone else is doing it, from cosmetic stores to beauty parlors to apparel stores, insurance, credit unions. So there's a lot of brands using Black Friday. So for our listeners, if you don't see an example for your industry, I'm sure you could actually translate something and implement for your consumers and prospects on how you can leverage on Black Friday. So right now, I'll be sharing key tips to Black Friday success. So of course, there's a lot of things you can do. We can't discuss about all of that in the time we have, but I will share some tips that you need to know in order to make some profits during Black Friday. So I'll be sharing 5 major areas. Firstly, you need to expand your audience. Number 2, amplify your message. 3, leverage on mobile. You need to stand out from the crowd and email campaigns, trying to attract people to visit their web platforms. However, it's not every time there's ensuring they retain the people who visit the platforms. So what happens is during like these kind of promotions, you have a flood of anonymous users who visit your platform. You need to find a way to target them, and you need to entice them so that you can identify them with maybe an email address or a phone number. So the next time you want to target these prospects, it will be cheaper than a Facebook ad or a Google ad. So there are some channels you can use for anonymous messaging. You can use a browser push notification channel, which is a kind of website JavaScript subscription that allows you to send notifications to the subscribed user. You could use web messages. So if you see the example on the right, you see a web message of a Black Friday super sale. They are trying to make you hurry with a countdown, and also enter your email address to receive a free shipping coupon. So in this way, they have used Black Friday to try to capture anybody who comes to their website. And of course, you can use pixel targeting, like using Google or Facebook pixels, so that you can send ads or display ads to the customers wherever they go. So the second thing you can do to expand your audience is referral campaigns. So in order to do a referral campaign, sometimes it's quite difficult because it involves a number of channels. It involves tracking conversions. It involves trying to understand the relationship between the referrer and the referred. So, but this can be solved with a marketing platform like SmartTech. So if you are using an omnichannel marketing platform like SmartTech, you can have a platform that actually sends emails to the referred users automated in an automated manner. It can track the conversions so that you know when the referred user has bought something or has redeemed a code. It can also send reminders to both the referrer and the referred such that it would encourage them to take an action. Of course, it will track the website activity. Then you also have some level of funnel analytics wherein you can understand where in the marketing process your customers or the conversion process your customers are dropping off so that you can target them with better messaging. And of course, you can use web pop-ups. So at the end of the day, like you see on my left, you can actually promote a Black Friday affair on email, on SMS, that actually takes the customer to a landing page where he does the referral, and your marketing platform takes over from there. So that is how you can expand your audience, referral campaigns, and capturing the anonymous users. The next thing is you need to amplify your messages. Your customers need to know. So you cannot assume that all your customers are interacting on your website channel or your mobile channel or your email channel or even social media channel. So you have to use an omni-channel approach and send automated marketing messages across channels. If you are using emails, which you probably should, you need to have catchy templates. Your website content needs to be themed for the season, and you should leverage on your regular messaging, such as your promotional and transactional messages, to actually create that build-up for Black Friday. So I'll show you examples of this. So this is a case of using omnichannel messages with automation. You can actually set a rule that someone who visits your website for like 20 seconds gets this pop-up talking about your Black Friday sale. So that would ensure that anybody who comes to your web platform would know that you're having a sale. You also do the same on social networks. You broadcast it on your Facebook, your WhatsApp status. WhatsApp for business is really making waves in the industry. You can use LinkedIn, Pinterest. So you just share it on as many platforms as possible, even on your browser push notifications and your mobile push notifications. As you can see, I've probably mentioned like 10 different channels in this slide, and it will be a tedious affair doing it one by one. So you need a marketing automation platform to achieve this. So catchy email templates. Try and ensure that your email templates look different from what you've been sending all year round. So these are a few examples of email templates. You can see the one on the left, hello Black Friday, black on gold, the contrast really comes out. An interesting one is the one in the middle below, of a bank teaching their customers how to reduce fraudulent transactions this holiday season. So that kind of messaging can actually encourage people to use your channels for their purchases during holidays. And you also have the calendar example, which marks the dates of the sales promotion that you're offering, and actually trying to show that urgency that you need to get your gift on time in December so you can do it on Black Friday. Then, using your promotional and transactional message channels. So, as you can see, when somebody makes an order on your website, take advantage of the real estate from that email template. put a display ad showing that you're having a Black Friday promotion well before the event. Also, you can look at the example of the SMS receipt confirmation, thanking a customer for a purchase. You can actually insert a little snippet of your Black Friday deals and a link to your website. You can also do some link tracking to check how many people are engaging. And of course, you can use a plain out email template telling people what is going to happen on Black Friday, like what GT Bank has done in the past. So these are the ways you can actually amplify your messages, and it's something you can implement immediately. So the next thing is leveraging on mobile. So in my introduction on consumer behavior, we understood that customers will be doing a lot of research and searching for a lot of deals. In today's world, this is mostly done online, and in Nigeria, mostly done through mobile phones. So you cannot ignore the mobile aspect of your marketing messages or your communication. So I'm just going to share a few tips on how you can use mobile to increase the possibility of success for a Black Friday promotion. So you can use SMS messages, mobile enabled content, mobile app push notifications, and push trigger promotions. So I'll just go through them one by one. I'll give you 3 examples. So there's something called a two-way SMS, that can work like a kind of chat bot. So you see somebody sending a message to all their customers, get 10% off. If you reply, you automatically get a coupon code. So that actually creates that sense of urgency and gives an ease of subscription, such that the customer is encouraged to take advantage of the deal based on convenience. The second one is a bank. So I use the example of a bank. After a debit alert, you could actually let your customers know of the kind of bank companies, organizations you are working with in Black Friday, and how your customers can take advantage of a promotion or two. And also you have the expiring offer style of messaging, sending SMS with exclamation marks and letting people know that it expires, and you have to redeem the offer soon enough. So these are 3 ways you can use SMS for Black Friday. Then mobile enabled content. Well, this is less prevalent now in the market. I guess most brands have understood that mobile is a great decider of how their business looks online. But it must be said, make sure your website is mobile responsive. Make sure that your email templates are also responsive on various platforms, because you can imagine your customer actually getting a bunch of messages from different brands. If yours isn't mobile enabled, it will probably be skipped no matter what the offer is. So you need to focus on mobile enabled content, especially for the Nigerian market. Then we have mobile app push notifications. So most brands actually send notifications with text messages, with plain text, but you need to stand out with your push notifications. You need to make your push notifications much more interesting to encourage that click. So you can use emojis for your push notification. You can use words that inspire urgency, like using now, exclamation mark, limited time offer, those kind of things. You could also use like rich messages. So you can see one from Paytm, which is an aggressive payments gateway in India. I've experienced them myself. So they have this push notification that it actually has a rich image. And if I see a push notification like this, I'll be interested, right? Plus, there's an offer on it as well. So you can also use video in your push notifications. The SmartTech platform is capable of doing that. Short videos like 10, 20-second videos. You could use multiple call to actions for he goes to the particular page on your mobile app where the promotion resides. So he doesn't have to go to the home page to search for what the promotion is all about. So try and use deep linking in your push notifications. So these are the ways we can leverage on mobile for Black Friday success. And now the almost the last thing I'll talk about is you have to stand out from the crowd. So if every brand promotes on Black Friday, that means all your prospects, all your customers will be receiving a flood of emails in their inboxes, receiving a bunch of ad campaigns on their social media platforms, SMS messages. So when you know that such competition exists and it's fierce in that period, you need to stand out from. So I'm going to spend a little bit more time on this because I feel this is, but the subject line actually matters a lot, because if somebody doesn't like your subject line, the person will never open your email, the person will never see your promotion, never come to you. So you have to be very careful with your subject lines, especially on Black Friday. So you can use wordplay and humor. So you can see this example. These Black Friday revolving fan prices will blow you away. So I actually like that. Of course, everybody will have their own taste to what is interesting to them. You can see the example, the second example, Black Friday alerts, the deals you have been waiting for inside. So it's very important to use emojis for your messages. You can personalize based on names. You can actually personalize based on what kind of, you love Apple phones, so you get deals on them. So I'm a big fan of Apple phones, so this kind of email will catch my attention. So there are some words that actually have helped in Black Friday. Some words you can use. So you can use words like free, holiday, sale. So all these kind of words usually get to, ensure that the customer opens yours. So be creative with your graphics. So there are so many graphics that you can use. Try and be creative, use GIFs, use catchy images. Just make it different than what you are, that actually works with. When a customer buys a product, he receives an email to refer a customer to get a greater discount on the website. So maybe the first discount was 20%. After he refers a customer that purchases, he could get another discount of about 30%. So this is how you can reward loyalty. Then, like I said, personalization is key. So when your customers are receiving a lot of messages, it is very important to personalize. So you can give different personalizations like location-based information. If you know where your customers are, tell them that the deal is available in their location. It makes it much more striking, the messages. You can use device-specific information, like the example I gave earlier. iPhone users love this product based on the device type that people open your emails from. You can use first and last name. Hello, Chukwudi Nwokike. You can also use historical purchase data. So let's say your customer has purchased a particular insurance plan from you, maybe home insurance. On Black Friday, you can send the person an email saying, because you purchased home insurance, we are giving you this kids insurance deal at a discount. So that's a lot more striking than we are having a discount on all our products. You can use website activity. So when your customers visit your website, if you notice they are browsing on particular pages, after they leave that page, you can actually send them an email telling them that that product that they just viewed is going on for a discount offer. You can also use mobile app activity data to achieve the same. And also email engagement. So people are looking for new customers during Black Friday. Don't forget to win back your old customers. So most email marketing platforms would have your email engagement data, like the last time your customers visited, opened your email, or clicked your email. You can create a segment of those inactive users and actually offer them a discount, acknowledging the fact that they don't open your email. So you see a subject line like, before we break up, our last discount to you. So these are the ways you can personalize the experience for your messages. And also you have to unleash the email. So emails really work during Black Friday. So you could get in with email automation, GIS, personalization, catchy graphics. Just make sure you do something out of the box that will catch your readers' attention. And also use of countdown timers works a lot. So you can actually use a countdown timer in an email such that even when the person goes back away from the email and comes back to the email, the timer has taken account the time spent and will also create that urgency that the client or the prospect needs to take an action immediately. So yes, show some urgency. So ways you can show some urgency, you can show countdown timer in emails. You can do limited time offers. You can show limited stock available. So let them know how the stock is not depreciating, sorry, how the stock levels are reducing as a result of the promotion. So you could say like only 5 of these items left, or only 3 people will get this promotion. Then also show them that they are not the only ones buying. So shoppers, they love the crowd mentality. So if you let them know that 5 people bought this product, it actually carries more weight and they want to take advantage of the deal. So these are ways you can show some urgency. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is you need your analytics and your funnels. So make sure you have your omnichannel funnels that is showing you viewed, how many people clicked, how many people landed on the page. This can go on up to the conversion. So you understand what channels are working for you. So if you check how your website. Are people converting on your website? Are you getting more calls to your call center? So you need to track this as well. And also when you track all this, you change what is not working. And also please try not to annoy your customers. So I know we all want to sell as much as we can during Black Friday, but don't do it at the expense of your loyal customers. So you can check if you're annoying them with their maybe email templates and unsubscribe reasons. You see some things. Nigerians are quite vocal on their reasons for unsubscribe. So check your email statistics. If people are unsubscribing, you'll get insights on why your promotion is not working. And also for those who are engaging, you ensure that you reward them. You reward those who are highly engaged. So give them more offers. They are engaging on your campaigns, right? So they could be your advocates, not only your customers. So in order to do all of this, how do you engage customers on different channels? How do you engage the people they referred? How do you capture their leads? How do you send them emails, personalized emails based on their device, based on their journey, based on their demographics, based on their website activity? In order for you to achieve this successfully, you need a marketing automation tool. So you need a marketing automation tool that can help you with web messages, email triggers, win back emails, cart abandonment triggers, capture forms, CRM integrations. So you need something that will combine all the channels of communication in one spot and actually give the customer the center of your engagement. So that is what we call the unified view of a customer in Netcore, where we have a view of the customer's demographic, his behavior, his purchase history, and his engagement on all the channels of communication. So that's why we say Smart Tech does it for us. So Smart Tech is an AI-powered growth marketing platform that has over 10 channels of communication and accepts multiple data points in order to make the communication. So it accepts data from your CRM, it can accept data from your mobile application, it can accept data from your website, and with all that data, it can send messages to your prospects and customers across 10 different channels. So that's the Smart Tech platform. It's a powerful platform if you want to do some automation for your Black Friday. So now, thank you so much for the time you have given me. I would pass it over now to our guest speakers, so where they will provide their insights on Black Friday. So the person who is going to speak first is Tayo Alofun from Interswitch Group. He graciously agreed to be in this webinar. Thank you very much, Tayo. So I'll let you shed light on what you think about Black Friday, how it is for.
All right, my name is Oluwatayo Alofun. I work with Interswitch, consumer and engagement, essentially. And thank you, Chooks, for the introduction of the subject matter, and thank you for having me around. So let me just point out a quick thing. First, I like to think about Black Friday generally, almost like what the Christmas rice look like. I'm sure everyone enjoyed that. And I don't know if you've ever asked yourself what is so special about Christmas rice, right? So everybody always look forward to the Christmas rice or the New Year rice or the Salah meat, as it were. Now the question is, most of the time, everything that you cook that day, sometimes you cook the same on the normal day, right? And then you begin to ask yourself, why is it so special that we have to eat it on that day? Reaction to typically your festive rice, Christmas rice, and whatnot. Two things, essentially. There is the bandwagon effect. There is the community effect, the fact that everybody is trying to do the same thing at the same time, and then nobody wants to be left out of it. So there is that emotional part of it. And then there is also the reality of its scarcity, the fact that it happens only once in a year. So it kind of gives people the sense that they are getting this good deal for a very limited time, right? And unlike everyday promo, they are never going to get it again until the next year. So what that do typically is to make people to now begin to prepare adequately for it. So almost the same way people prepare for Christmas. So even though things are expensive during that period, people still go ahead, they buy. Why? Because people actually prepare for it. So it's the same way that people also prepare for Black Friday. So they see it coming for a very long time. People save towards it, people search towards it, people have idea of things that they want. Because the truth also is, you'll be surprised that the same way you are trying to target the same people, every other brand is trying to target them. So a few things I've noted, in addition to what Chooks said earlier. One is that it's important that you give them what they want. Now, if you look back at the statistics that Chooks cited at the beginning of his session about Jumia, one thing came out very clearly. The bulk of the people want to buy things around gadget, phones, and all of that. So it's also important, even beyond market, from product point of view, to position for what the people want. And it's pretty much easy in the era of analytics and automation to look at the behavior of people. What exactly are people searching for, and position to give them what they want. Secondly, it's also important that you meet them at the right place, right? It's important that you meet them where they are looking for you. So understand what typically the people you are trying to target, their behavior pattern would be like. So I'll give you an instance. During work hour, they are probably in the office. They are probably not paying so much attention to their mobile because they are busy on their desktop. So should you be targeting them heavily on their mobile or on their desktop, which is where they can easily. So you notice that even during work hour, a lot of people prefer to migrate some of their private chats to their desktop. They want to do their WhatsApp on their desktop. They want to do their chats on their desktop. So it gives you an impression that during that period, the best place to get their attention with your message won't be their mobile. Now, after that period of their life, you need to be able to map the journey to say, okay, at so time, what would they be doing? If they are already off work, you will be wrong to target them with your message on desktop. They will be busy with their mobile. So it's important to meet them with your message at the right place. The next thing is that is close to that is it's also important to meet them at the right time. So again, like I said, draw the journey of a typical customer that you are trying to target and meet them at the right time. So when I say meeting them at the right time, and this is where automation is going to help you a lot as a brand, to say um, this person will probably be doing so thing at so time. If I send this message, it just resound to their memory what you are trying to say and connect it with the prevalent circumstance that they are. And that also takes me to the next one, which is meet them in the right frame, right? So beyond trying to get new customer, this Black Friday is also an opportunity for brands to even target some of their abandoned carts, some of their customers who have tried to get something on their platform in the past, but did not complete the process. It's an opportunity to reach out to them and give them offer. So for instance, customer might have abandoned their cart because of shipping cost, right? So Black Friday is when you are lowering down the price of things. So it's kind of commensurate, it kind of make up for what they will spend on shipping. So it makes sense for them to take off from where they stop. Your non-transacting users, you've had users in the past, they've been transacting for some reasons they are not. Black Friday might also be an opportunity for you to target them with what exactly is it that you have to offer. So this time around, you are not asking them to come back to your platform. You are just saying you've missed them, and this might be a good opportunity for you to unite your relationship back. And then you are just offering them something as part of your effort to bring them back. Specific deals. Through analytics, you are able to know what your customer wants over time. And it makes sense to not talk to them about what they don't want. Just take those transaction history and reach out to them based on those transaction history. And I think it's a good way to create loyal customer. And this is especially good, especially for brands that have subscription-based products. So, for instance, if the kind of product you are selling involves that customer have to subscribe, say, for instance, on a monthly basis, right? If you are offering them at this time, say, for instance, 2 month subscription, and then when you do your business math, you know that it's easier for you to probably give them half price or total or outright removal of price for a 3rd month subscription. Now, if this average customer is not going to stick with you for the next 3 or 4 months, depending on the range you are trying to use, the offer is likely to make the person to want to get your product, right? Subscribe for a longer time and get that offer. Now, what happens typically is that it's stuck with you, at least whether or not, whether by choice or by chance, for that length of period. And it is a good opportunity, long length of time, for you to prove yourself to that customer, so that by the time he's going to do the next subscription, he believes you enough to want to stick with you. Lastly, that I need to mention is that the Black Friday is a good opportunity for brands to make sales, and that's fantastic. But my advice is the season will come and go, right? And you still have to look at your number every other month, and there won't be Black Friday. So beyond just making sales, it's opportunity for you to also get data, right? Data is a good mine, right? When you have those data, you are able to reach them over and over. You are able to engage them. You are able to build a relationship with them. So with the offers available during Black Friday, you are able to push a bit harder to get information that ordinarily they won't give you. Now, what that will help you to do is to be able to engage with them on a more personal basis in the future. And more importantly, also, what I would advise is brands need to measure. It's very important. You need to measure, you need to set in place metrics to tell you if you are doing fine. And when I say metrics, it's just beyond number of sales, right? You need to put in place metrics and to get the analytics of customer behavior during that period. It might just give you insight into future marketing programs that you may want to do for those customers. So all in all, I say Black Friday, it's a fantastic opportunity for brands to take. It's a time when buyers are looking for sellers and sellers wants to sell. So it's a great convergence of the two people if it is properly done. I think that would be all from my end. Thank you very much.
I head marketing at DealDey. So basically, I've heard a lot from what the other speakers have said. I'm sure most brands out there have learned a lot for their businesses. I'm just going to put the finishing touches on talk and just give you guys basic things you need to know about Black Friday itself. So as a brand, whether a big brand or a small brand, there are some things you have to consider about yourself when you're planning for Black Friday, when you're planning for what you want to achieve for this period, or when you hear about the period. So instead of Christmas rice, I'm going to use Black Friday as a kid in the playground for my own example. So take Black Friday as a kid in the playground, and these are some things you have to note. Now, when is the season, you have to ask yourself, you have to know yourself. Who are you? What do you want to achieve? That's what you need to know about yourself. Who are you as a brand, and what do you want to achieve? So for instance, you might want to achieve new followers, you might want to achieve customers to come and buy your products, you might want to achieve high revenue. Whatever your goal is, you have to set it in sight before you think about the Black Friday itself. When you know what you want to achieve, you now have to go down to what can you afford? What kind of games can you play in the playground? So for instance, if you go to a park or a play area, there are some things you cannot afford to do. Even if they look good, they look interesting, you can just never afford to do them. Your competitors might be doing them, people similar to your business might be doing them, but you personally might not be able to afford them, or maybe be able to afford better. So you have to think about those things before you plan your Black Friday activities. As well as that is, what are you capable of? So sometimes you can afford some things that you cannot execute because you just cannot do them. So you can afford to skydive, but you're afraid of heights. Definitely you should not be skydiving. Those are the kind of things you should consider thinking about what you're capable of for your Black Friday plans. You should also think of, do you have the technological capacity to execute your plan? So you might have some plans, but you might not be able to execute them because you don't have the right platform or the right technological advancements on your team. So the next thing you need to know basically is you need to know your playgrounds. By playgrounds here, I mean your platforms, your social media platforms, your online platforms, your offline platforms. Where are you best liked? Where are you best used? Where do your customers shout about you the most? Where do most people talk? Where's your presence most valid? Where's your presence most valid? Where's your presence most valid? Those are the things you have to consider. If you don't know where your presence is most valid, find out what your competitors are doing. Don't do the same thing, but replicate it at your own scale on the platform you think they have owned. So you look at people that are similar to your business and look at how you can replicate what they are doing on the platforms that they are doing them, and you can try to have fun on your own scale. The next thing you need to do is you need to know your friends. By friends here, I mean who are the people in the playground you can play with, who are the people you can have fun with, who are the people you can enjoy your time during Black Friday with. These are the brands you can partner with. These are the people or the agencies you can work with to achieve your Black Friday goals. Most times, to achieve big marketing goals, you need to involve other agencies in it. And these are the agencies that you can call your friends, who can help you efficiently, who can you work with with the least stress and struggle, who can help you to have real fun. Yeah, sorry about the interference. So the next thing you need to know is you need to know your fans. Very important fact. This is the final fact and one of the most important facts. You need to know your fans. Who are the people cheering for you? Who are the people that come to the playground to watch you play? Who are the people you are entertaining at the playground? Who are the people you want to collect information from? Who are the people you want to interact with during Black Friday? These are practically your customers. These are the most important people to your Black Friday campaign. You have to base most of your plans on what these people like. You cannot be playing ice hockey if your fans want to see football. You have to play the game your fans want to see. You have to give your fans something they will enjoy. You also cannot say you would offer your fans something if it is not achievable. For instance, a lot of platforms promise offers that they cannot give their fans, and which ends up being disappointment. Try your best not to disappoint your fans. Try your best to make sure you promise them what you can give them and you promise them what they need. As the last speaker said, you have to have gotten the customer insights. You have to have investigated what your fans like and what your fans don't like. You also have to investigate what is the best offer for you to give them. Sometimes your fans want something, but you can't afford it. Find something that you can afford that they like in that scale of preference. If you treat your fans well, if you know your friends, if you treat your fans well, if you know your friends, you know the best platforms to play, and you know yourself, that you know what you want to achieve and what you can afford, I'm sure you would have one of the best Black Fridays that you've ever thought about. At this point, I think this is the end of my segment. It's been a very interesting talk, and I want to say thank you to everyone that's.
All right, thank you so much, Chukwudi, Oluwatayo, and Kevin, for sharing your thoughts on how to create Black Friday wow moments for your customers. Okay, there's a question here for Chukwudi. Someone is asking, how do I capture anonymous users?
Okay, yeah. Sorry, just give me a second. I just wanted to ask our guest speakers a question because I believe we all want to know the answer to that question. So, DealDey, Interswitch, these are brands who are actually have been helping SMEs to grow their business and to handle their financial transactions. One handles their financial transactions. The other one actually helps them to give a platform to sell their products. So how do you see your organization's position on Black Friday? How do you see yourself helping Nigeria to become part of the holiday and to actually take advantage of it and leverage on it? So I wonder if you could just share your thoughts on that with 1 minute.
Chooks, you might have to come again. We didn't get the question
from our guests. Thank you.
Wow.
In SMEs, for Black Friday success? And what role do you see your brands playing to ensure that business actually take advantage of the holiday and get commercial benefits?
For DealDey, it basically is about helping as many businesses as possible to reach more customers during Black Friday. As a mainly service platform, we offer discounts on services near you. Services include hotels, spas, restaurants, and food. That's what we do. We do other stuff like training, home cleaning services, and everything is at a discount, which means on due days like Black Friday every day, which makes it a bit difficult for us to actually go into Black Friday sometimes, but it also makes it interesting because for our customers, they know this is the time when they can get as many offers as possible. DealDey is trying to build. DealDey has a platform where SMEs can come and showcase their best offers to customers that are looking for best offers. And Black Friday is the best time. So what we do during this time is to get as many new businesses as possible to try and showcase their offers. So Black Friday is the time for discounts. If you showcase your offers to most of the new customers coming in for Black Friday offers or looking for Black Friday offers online, it will be a good time to capture their interest in your business. So a customer has always been looking for a new TV, or he's looking for a new spa place he can go to. Black Friday is a good time to introduce him to the spa session you own or a TV store you own, so you can actually buy some stuff from him. So he can buy some stuff from you and you can make him a return customer. The idea of Black Friday is mainly to get new customers interested in your business. So bring them on board, let them see what you have. If you have discount offers, if you have spa offers, hotel offers, whatever you do particularly, you try and get the customer to at least experience it during Black Friday, because that's where we differ from most sites. The experience is there. Once they experience your business during Black Friday, they will definitely want to come back some other time and come back to you. So that's just how we give SMEs a leverage during Black Friday with our platform. I hope I've been able to answer your question. I don't know if you could hear me, but I hope I've been able to answer your question. Okay.
I heard you clearly. I heard you clearly. Thank you so much.
Yes.
So, Tayo, you want to answer that question before we take questions from our guests?
No, okay. So pretty much for us at Interswitch, I think the Black Friday this year is essentially around our newest product, and that's the QuickTeller Global Mall. So pretty much QuickTeller Global Mall is a platform where people can actually shop for products across over 100 stores in US and UK, different countries of the world, and then get shipping directly to their doorstep, and they are able to pay in Naira from Nigeria. They are able to pay in Naira and get it delivered to their doorstep. This Black Friday, in fact, throughout this month leading to the Black Friday and till the end of the month, what we are trying to do is that when you order for product on QuickTeller Global Mall, the shipping is very reduced. You get to ship products you order from Amazon, for instance, for as low as $5. Yeah. So, and that's going to be on from now through to the end of the month. So, for people who are looking to actually shipping, whether for personal use or for people who are trying to buy and resell, and they've been discouraged by cost of shipping. So this might be a great opportunity for them to do their buying.
Let's have the Comfort. Please, could you coordinate the questions from our guest speakers? Sorry, our audience, please. Thank you. Okay, so why do we call them anonymous users? That's the question. So anonymous users are people who visited our website. We don't know, we don't have any attributes data point for them. So we don't really know who they are. Google Analytics might give us some insights about what location they came from or what advertising campaign they actually clicked on to get on your website, but you don't know who they are. So the idea of capturing anonymous users is to use like strategies to enable those people to drop that little piece of information. So the example I gave previously was when somebody lands on your website, after like 30 seconds of your website, show a pop-up message telling the person that you are doing a Black Friday promotion And if they enter their email address in that box, they would be able to get or redeem a coupon code for that promotion immediately. So in that way, somebody who came to your website just to snoop around and look for prices suddenly has another reason to drop their email address. So they leave from being anonymous to an identified user. Another way you can actually capture anonymous users is through different channels. So web message, of course, someone is on your website, he can definitely see your message, right? You don't need to have any contact details of the person. Another way is browser push notifications. So browser push notification is a channel that is, I believe it's very much used by DealDey as well as other brands in Nigeria. So someone comes to your website, maybe the person doesn't want to drop his email address, but the person actually wants to subscribe for your notifications so that he gets them when you broadcast them. So that person is anonymous, but then you've been able to get a channel to communicate with the person on a frequent basis. So you can actually convince the person to drop the data and become an identified user in future. So that's just what you're trying to do. Any lead that comes to your website, you are trying to identify who they are and what is their interest so that next time you're sending a marketing communication, it will be relevant to them. So I hope I've answered your question.
Yes. Yes, thank you very much, CK. Thank you everyone for attending today's webinar. We believe that this webinar will assist you in creating a 360-degree experience for your brand. You can get in touch with us for any further inquiries. Have a nice day ahead.
So just to add, we'll be doing a recording of this webinar session, and we'll be sending a PowerPoint presentation to everybody who attended the webinar. So once again, from my end, I want to thank you for attending. Tayo, Kevin, thank you so much for being a part of this. I know it was not too easy on your schedules. I want to appreciate you guys for being a part of this session. Thank you very much.
No problem. It was a good experience.
All right. Thank you very much. So
Okay,
have a good day, everybody, and good luck in promoting your brand this Black Friday.